Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cameron with Emerson House Buyers. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that have helped me build a sizable rental portfolio in a little under around 2 years, we'll just say. I want to share some of those things with you. If you're looking for your first deal or your next deal, I think you'll find some of these videos very beneficial for you. A lot of what I share is principle based and is transferable upon no matter what size or scale you're at. If you're at one house, 0 to 1, 1 to 50, not there on the 50 yet, so can't really give too much advice on that. But where I'm at, I can tell you guys how I got where I'm at, and some of the stuff's tactical. I will definitely share scripts. I share exact questions we ask, everything that I can share with you guys to help you be successful in this business. Just because I want to give back, it was helpful when people would share so much with me. So I wanted to talk today about a particular question or thing I was listening to the other day about cash now or cash flow. So we've heard a lot of talks recently with the low interest rate environment about pensions running out or people's 401ks, all their retirement savings running out. So would you guys take $1 million or say 60 grand a year every year for the next 20, 30 years? For me and how I do it with my investments is I play the long game. That's why I'm a buy and hold investor. I'll take $100, $200, $300 a month in rent for the next 30, 40 years. I mean, I'm playing the long game for the next 20, 30, 40 years and be totally content with that until the mortgage runs out and the cash flow jumps. But I'm totally content with that. That doesn't bother me at all. Some people that bothers. I want to invest the $10,000 now, 20, 30, 40,000 now, and make that perpetually. The big thing I think I wanted to kind of share with this is you have, if you were given $1 million, what would you do with it? You could put it in the stock market. You could buy gold. If you weren't going to buy a cash flowing asset like real estate, stock market, gold. What else? Fine art, bonds. I don't know. That's about it. Or you can let it sit in the bank, and you got to put it in 4 different banks because banks are only FDIC insured up to $250,000. So you got to put it in 4 different banks. Banks are paying less than 0.25% interest right now. At the rate of inflation, which averages 3%, you're going to eat away 3%. You're going to actually lose 3% every year on your money, thereabout. What would you do with $1 million? I mean, besides the blowing it and getting a Ferrari and going to Vegas and doing all that stupid stuff, fun, I can imagine, but not really helping the retirement. The cash flow game is where, in my mind, for me, is where I want to play. And that's why I don't look at flips right now and take 20 or 30 grand today. I'd rather invest 20 or 30 grand and take a couple $100 a month cash flow for the next 20, 30, 40 years. And is that right or wrong? Depends on your goals. My goals, for my goals, it's exactly what I want to do. I don't think there's any other way to do it either, in my opinion. Why, when you find a good house that could make an investment, do you want to have to go back out and then find another house to flip? If I find a good rental house, that's it. I've found the house. I've got it at the right price. I bought it right. All I have to do is get tenant. Now, I say all I have to do. I know there's a lot behind that, but get tenants in it. It's in a great area. I've fixed it up. I'm placing the tenants, or I'm heavily involved with that right now. I have a great team. Why would I want to sell this thing that's bringing me cash and sell it and have to find another house and spend the next $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in marketing to find this house to make 10, 20, 30, 40,000. Some people, this is so counterintuitive. Some people, what I'm saying makes no sense at all. Some people are, I want 20 or 30 grand today. Bird in the hand's worth two in the bush. Absolutely and utterly agree with you. But when you're playing a long-term game and you're giving up that control, the tax benefits and everything for an instant gratification, I think I don't think it's wise. I mean, that's just me. I just don't think it's wise. So when I was listening to this, like I said the other day, and talking about $1 million or cash flow, to me, I would take 60, 70, 80 grand a year all the time. And most real estate investments, I mean, even if you just buy in, if you're a passive investor, you're making between 8 and 12%. Sometimes you can make 15 or more, but you're at least making 8%. So if you had $1 million invested in real estate, didn't have to do anything with tenants, nothing at all. You just invested into one of these huge apartment complexes or loaned somebody some money, you're looking at 80 grand a year. So would you take 80 grand a year, or would you take $1 million? Again, everybody's got their own preference. I don't know. I don't know what yours is, but it's pretty clear cut and dry to me. So how does this fit in? Again, I look through this lens as a long-term game, and I'm playing that I don't want the cash today. I'd rather have smaller amounts over the next 20, 30 years. And that's why I do buy and hold investments. And I don't keep a lot of cash. You keep reserves and stuff, but to me it doesn't do anything. I mean, you spend your monthly money and follow your budget, and then who wants to say, oh, I've got 100 grand or 200 grand in the bank? Who cares? I mean, what are you doing with that? I want to put it to use. I'm adding value to people in the form of rental properties, buying people's houses, helping them out of situations. I mean, you're adding value that way. Why just sit on it in the bank? It doesn't do anybody any good, but the bank lends it out 9 times over. So, guys, I hope that helped. That kind of gives you kind of a philosophy of how I look at and why I started out buying rental properties instead of and owner financing properties, instead of taking cash up front, instead of flipping property. There's plenty of properties I could have flipped, made 20, 30, 40 grand on, easy, no question about it. Properties could have wholesaled, made 20, 30, 40 grand on, easy, no question about it. But then I got to go find another deal. I've already got in on the foundation of these great deals. So think about that. I want you guys just to think about that next time you're going to flip. And some, don't get me wrong, there are some properties you have to flip. Absolutely agree. But just think about that. Maybe, is there a way that long term I can get value from this? Maybe it's not as much as I wanted up front, but long term, over the next 5, 10, 20 years, am I going to benefit from it more if I use this other strategy? So I hope that helped, guys. If it did, let me know. If it didn't, let me know. If you disagree with me, let me know. If you did find it valuable, share it with somebody. Like I said, I'm just doing this to help out the community, give back, and hopefully help you guys avoid from mistakes, and at least let you know what lens I'm looking through. I know I get a lot of questions about this stuff, so I hope it helped, guys. I'll see you next week. Thanks.